Hello everybody, my name is Roy Nemmer of Mundo Albiceleste.com and welcome to another video. And this time around we're going to talk about the Argentine players in the Premier League because there's a lot of them. There's a couple of World Cup winners, so we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about the historical Argentine players in the Premier League, so some that have played there in the past, and we're also going to make our current Argentina starting 11 just using Premier League players because we could do that. So let's get to it. Now, Gonzalo Montiel became the latest Argentine to join the Premier League club. He signed with Nottingham Forest on a season-long loan deal. And that brings the total tally of Argentine players up to 13. So we have 13 Argentine players, and let's bring them up. So the names are, we have obviously Emiliano Martinez, the World Cup hero. So we have Emiliano Martinez, Emiliano Buendia, both of Aston Villa, Enzo Fernandez of Chelsea, Julian Alvarez of Manchester City, Alexis McAllister of Liverpool, Gonzalo Montiel, just mentioned him with Nottingham Forest, Lisandro Martinez and Alejandro Garnacho of Manchester United. Then we have three Argentine players with Tottenham Hotspur, at least for now, because one of them could potentially be on the move. Christian Romero, Giovanni Lo Celso, and Alejo Feliz. And then we have with Bournemouth, Marcos Senesi, and with Brighton, Facundo Buonanotte. And side note, Lo Celso is the one that might not stay at Tottenham. So we have 7 World Cup winners in that list of 13. Emiliano Martinez, Enzo Fernandez, Julian Alvarez, Alexis McAllister, Gonzalo Montiel, Lisandro Martinez, and Christian Romero. Personally speaking, I would include Giovanni Lo Celso as well. For me, he is a World Cup winner to make it 8, but record books are record books, so we're down to 7. With that said, if we break it down, we have 1 goalkeeper, 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 4 forwards. So let's make a starting 11 out of that. We have 1 goalkeeper, and it's the goalkeeper we want. So we have Emiliano Martinez, and then we have a left back, or someone that could play a left back, which is Lisandro Martinez. Our 2 center backs, Marcos Senesi, Christian Romero, and the right back, the guy who scored the World Cup winning goal in the penalty shootout, Gonzalo Montiel. In midfield, we have a couple of options, but let's go with the one that, in my opinion, is the strongest, and that is Alexis McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, and Gio Lo Celso, 2 of which started that World Cup final. And then up front, it's a pretty pacey, pretty tricky attack. Julian Alvarez leads the attack, and then on the left, Alejandro Garnacho, and on the right, Emiliano Buendia. So that's my players. Those are my players. That's my team. Let me know down below in the comments, what are your 11 players? Would you go with the 4-4-2? Do you go with the 4-3-3? Because let's not forget, you have Facundo Buonanotte, who could be included as well. You have Alejo Feliz, right? He just signed with Tottenham. So we'll see. Let me know down below what you think. Now, before all of these Argentine players played in the Premier League, there were a lot of them that played in the Premier League, right? Some historical players, if we're talking about, Osvaldo Ardiles, for example. He's one. I have Hernan Crespo right here. When I went to Stamford Bridge, I made sure to get his jersey, his shirt. So some names, not all, obviously, cannot fit them all. Some of the names you might be familiar with. So we got Crespo, we have Gabrialense and Carlos Tevez, who both played with Manchester United. Maxi Rodriguez, who played with Liverpool. Sergio Aguero, right? There's a reason why I have his shirt up here. Pablo Zabaleta, Nicolas Otamendi, all played with Manchester City. Juan Sebastian Veron played with United and played with Chelsea as well. Emiliano Insua, Javier Mascherano, both played with Liverpool. Federico Fernandez and Jonas Gutierrez played with Newcastle. And for those that remember Gutierrez, he might be the original Argentine Spider-Man. I know, I'm going to get a bit of hate for that. But if you're unaware, go watch Jonas Gutierrez's goal celebrations. He would sometimes put on the Spider-Man mask during his celebration. So if you haven't, when you're done with this video, go check him out. Ardiles, I already mentioned. Tottenham Hotspur, just a legend, an absolute legend. Angel Di Maria had a short spell with Manchester United. Sergio Romero, another one with United. Eric Lamela, Tottenham. Juan Foyth, Tottenham. And Paulo Gazzaniga, another goalkeeper with Tottenham. So those are just some of the Argentine players, right? There's other ones as well, but these are the ones that you might be more familiar with if you're a more recent fan. But with that said, let me know which of these players was or is your favorite in regards to the Premier League, and what's your favorite or most memorable goal? All right. So for me, most memorable goal, I mean, everyone's going to go with Aguero, and why not, right? But if I want to pick a goal that's not Aguero's, I would say Crespo. Crespo scored a great goal for Chelsea versus Wigan. Check that out on YouTube if you haven't. And Mascherano scored one as well. Javier Mascherano scored one with Liverpool, just a rocket from outside of the penalty area. Then you have the goal that Gutierrez scored that kind of saved Newcastle from relegation. That's another memorable one. So there's some nice goals. Let me know down below which is your favorite. Who is your favorite player, Argentine player, to have played in the Premier League? I can't pick. I can't even pick from the current crop of players, let alone some of the historical ones that we just saw. I mean, Crespo, Aguero, right? Those two for me. I love Maxi Rodriguez. And I got to meet Maxi Rodriguez when I was in Miami. Got to thank him for his career, for everything that he did. He's one of my favorites growing up. I was a teenager watching him, but you get what I mean. There are some other ones. Romero, I've always liked. Let me know, who's your favorite? I can't pick. There are too many of them. And let me know which Argentine player would you like to see in the Premier League, or would you have liked to have seen in the Premier League? Let me know. Is there one? I think the most obvious choice might be Messi. People wanted to see him. He was heavily linked a couple of times, not only to Manchester City, but also to Chelsea. And there was a big storm thing when he followed Chelsea on social media, on Instagram. So let me know which Argentine player you would have liked to have seen play in the Premier League and would like to see play in the Premier League. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We have the World Cup qualifiers. We're going to be doing a lot of live videos. When the list comes out, we're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss the games, a preview, a review, your comments, your questions, everything. So with that said, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you like what you saw, and hit the notifications button if you have not already, to be the first person notified as soon as a new video drops. Once more, my name is Roy Nemmer of Mundo Albiceleste.com, and thank you for watching.